Howdy folks, Doc here with Last Best Tool, and this is the ThruNite TH20 Pro. It is a small, fairly powerful headlamp, real simple design, simple interface, and runs on a battery in the AA size. Now the one that comes with this thing is actually a rechargeable battery, 3.7 volts. I think it's 920 milliamps. I'll show you in a sec. But anyway, what I want to do is go over some of the AA sized lights. I've got a couple others. I'll do this ace beam here and this night core. But this one's a headlamp or a right angle flashlight. Now this actually weighs 57 grams and that includes the strap. So it's very light. The way this thing works is just a single button up at the top. Runs it through its high, medium, and low, but then it also has a turbo and a firefly as well as buried in here under a triple click as an SOS. So it can be simple. Now this is the 920 milliamp battery that comes with it. Most of these will have the USB port on the battery, and that is simply because you can put all kinds of different batteries inside this, but you would not want to hook up a charger to it if it had, say, a standard Energizer alkaline battery or something in it. I've also noticed, you can see it's turned on, but watch the rotation here. It locks off very easily. Do you see that? Do that again. As soon as I rotate this just a little, it shuts down. And when it shuts down, what happens is the battery is completely disconnected. So it's very easy to put it into essentially a safe mode rather than having some complex lock where you have to triple click or quadruple click or 5-click even, or hold it down for 10 seconds. You never can remember. The headlamp aspect or the headlight aspect is just simply this light stretchable cord with a rubber collar here that is becoming a kind of an industry standard, this sort of a thing, just simply because it's so simple and it allows 360-degree operation. The only thing I've noticed is notice it's already expanded all the way. I was wearing it and it's a little on the snug side. I'm sure that this will loosen up, but you could also easily put this on all kinds of different things. And the other thing is, it was so light, a few times I forgot I had it on and I flipped off the hat I was wearing and it went flying, so it's crashed into the ground from head height several times and I haven't noticed anything. Now when you turn it on, it's going to join whatever mode it was recently in, generally a low one. If you pull the battery out, you hold this in and it goes up through the 3 levels. The first level, the low, is actually a 46 lumen light, medium is 120, that one there, and then high is 406. But then if I double click it, I can go to a turbo mode, and that turbo begins at a little over 1,000 lumens and then throttles down. The runtime for the high, the 400 lumens, is 283 minutes, almost 300 minutes, 7 hours on medium, and 16 hours on low. There's also the firefly. If you just hold it from the off position for a couple of seconds, that gives you a little over half a lumen, and that'll run 18 days. And that's on the 3.7 volt lithium battery that's in there. But I can easily swap this out, and this is kind of why I'm doing this. Sometimes you don't have the capability of charging up a battery, and so it's nice to have the compatibility. So I just threw a AA in there, and then I can go through the same thing here. If I go to my turbo, the turbo doesn't last as long with a standard AA battery. You can use alkalines, lithiums, whatever, but it does give you that interchangeability, and that's what I was after. And then, of course, the SOS, if I triple click this thing, gives me that, in case you're wondering where that is. But anyway, super light, quite reasonably priced, simple design, and oftentimes I get comments on some of the more elaborate lights that I do videos on. You know, they just need on off basically, or on high, low, off, something like that. And a lot of people wish that they ran on replaceable batteries, or even better, you know, a common battery that doesn't have to be recharged. Comes with a couple of other things, including a pocket clip, and I did find that I can have both the pocket clip and it inside this rubber headlamp cradle. Pocket clip just slides on right at this point. So it allows you to place it however you want, and it is a double-sided pocket clip, so you can use it for a couple of different positions. If you put it on a hat, obviously it's going to point down, so it doesn't have that feature. But easily put it on a pocket or a strap or something like that. And then if you want, you can roll that around to the front, and then you can still wedge this in. It's pretty snug, but if you wanted to have both the pocket clip on and this, or here's another option, I can put it in here. And sometimes what happens with the simple lights is they have other accessories, and those accessories, are carried separately. So I could easily just do that. And see, I can run it under there. I could have just slid it on, but found that's a little easier. And then, of course, since both spin, I can honestly have this pointing in any direction. But anyway, let's go outside and see what this thing does. I probably won't comment on anything. I'll just be cycling it through the different lights, showing you the beam spread and the distance that it can reach. So I'll end it here with that. Dock out.